Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime.
All right.
But kickoff right around the corner.
Gonna get this one game in, then I gotta
here are Brandon
go
Godden
to work.
and Charles Davis.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they've got all W's on the ledger so far. A perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
That's right. Look at Bo. All right, here we go.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
Now we got to beat y'all like we beat y'all.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They're led onto the field by a man who needs no introduction, Ben Roethlisberger.
An absolute prototype for what you draw up as a big, strong quarterback that has to stay in the pocket and make big throws with people all around him and even hanging on him, and still has that type of strength to get the ball downfield. Ben Roethlisberger, an absolute rock in the pocket, but he also can escape and make big plays that way as well.
And y'all grill. Ooh, you got somebody over here.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers for Bell on the ground of the game last week. 19 carries, 64 yards.
But this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now. Number 3 in the league in rushing within shouting distance.
Already starting off with that same play.
But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon
Odell Beckham
Love
Jr.
the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger,
this is a different team. I probably ain't going to be able to get away with the same stuff I did last game.
And now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running or nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald.
You can try to block him with homeboy all you want.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd.
All I need is my boys to cover for 3 seconds.
The home crowd quiet now.
And we in.
See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. To return is McKenzie. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
Still efficient. And we are a run-based team, so you know. We definitely gonna get at you in a different kind of way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Tackle. I don't know who that is. Is that Michael Pierce?
They'll run for the first time with Johnson.
Look at Duke.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Here's the offensive unit. It heads up. Look out for the Clemson Tiger.
Sammy Watkins was brought in to make plays. That's what he specializes in. Out on the perimeter or going inside.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's see here.
Here's Johnson. And an alley to run.
Ooh.
And
he was trying to get there.
Midfield.
Who was that, Brandon Sharif?
Right in midfield at the 50. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
The completion good for 3.
Drill Casey, okay.
A look there at the defensive
put his
starters
big old
for Cincinnati.
fat self on the edge all you
They
want
were
to.
very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I would have loved to have been in their meetings this week and hear that grizzled old defensive coordinator talk about, well, you did okay, guys. We did all right. Hold them to 13 was pretty good, but this week, I expected to be less than that.
I'm going to need to hear that a lot more often. I don't know what it was, but I liked it. Now this throw caught left side. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Julio, we trying to get you early and often too, dog.
Last week's effort.
But we ain't going to lose our identity for that either.
75 yards and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Oh, dang, I almost
And
said
a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And we got
we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He pulled him.
And this time,
pulled him for 6.
30, it'll be down at the 31-yard line.
My dog.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Yeah, we know.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
Like that. Don't worry. We'll do everything that you ask.
They'll try and run for it.
Oh.
Johnson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and
my
yard.
goodness, you got beat right at night.
4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Jags come up empty on 4th down.
Right,
and the Bengals will get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
After the loss to start out, it was 2nd and 11. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
All right, y'all.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Give us the ball right back.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Try to get all y'all like
44-yard punt return of 9. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you miss him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. James. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. A minimal gain as we tick down.
Got to lead.
A minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him.
Oh, come on, I threw it.
And he goes down. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times
we can't let him
last
wreck the daggone game, y'all.
In the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week,
Keelan.
Step right in front of you. Keelan's hold complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
That's right.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He was brought down by Brandon Copeland.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. This complete to Jones. Goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
All right, Julio. Hey, look,
got another
you got the biggest mismatch on the field right now.
The Bengals 23.
We might change up some things if we keep on having this kind of success.
The out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, he can turn into a big play. The reason he's able to get it so often is his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. James. This one caught.
Oh, come on, baby. You got to push forward.
Pretty nice tackle there. Ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going.
Oh, come on, Sammy!
To the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early.
Oh, my goodness. So,
there's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to get this beat.
How you lose a press to Julian Edelman?
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Do it again, man. You
finding
mess up the whole rhythm of what we got going on here.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the
It's caught inside the 25.
All right. Well, we can't do what we did last game because that boy
his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter,
I'm gonna try
that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter, almost like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we gonna do? It looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
How drastic of
this is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
I ain't into going into halftime.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points.
Let's get him blocked.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense.
The whole right side, y'all ain't blocked nobody on that one.
That didn't happen on the last
We still got a good gain out of it. I'm surprised.
Back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup.
Y'all do know how this works, right?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
To lead pressing. See what that they say.
2nd and 5. He completes it to Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A first down carry here for Johnson.
Oh, come on, dog.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
I wanted more than that. I can't help but want more than that, dog. I'm greedy.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Why is it that y'all having a hard time catching?
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. First down now, but that clock rolling.
We ain't worried about the clock. We can take our time.
Now James on 1st and 10. Caught by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a 10 carry for Johnson.
There you go, 2.
Inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. First down now, but the clock continues to move. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Oh, no!
And down he goes.
I had a touchdown and I was throwing it.
The second of their timeouts.
They sent the blitz.
As the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
All right.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Yeah, it needs to be better.
2nd and long.
I don't know what y'all boys been up to, dog.
Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
All right, you got to make some decisions.
To throw is James. Throwing on 3rd and long. It will be incomplete.
Talib over there.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
All right, y'all. Getting down there is no issue.
And his kick is
we got to score when we get down there now.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
All right.
So we've reached halftime here. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
Let's get it, dog. 28-0. Who's on the Oakland Raiders?
This one taken from the 7.
I found out later.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive.
You didn't get 2 feet in, bro.
They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Good.
I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Here's James. From the gun, he'll throw. It's caught. Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot.
Oh, come on.
Picked up a first down.
You got to get a better block than that, dog.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket.
You might be able to do it because we doubled Casey off the top.
They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement.
We staying
out
committed
of the pocket.
to the run, y'all. We just got to.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. James. Jones has it. A gain of 6 there on first.
Julio got it working right now, though.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
He got a double on that side.
On second down, Johnson.
Oh, come on. That's a lot.
Down to about the 40. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third
put
down.
Bo in, please.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a
All right, y'all sure y'all want to line up like that? If y'all miss, y'all going to miss hard.
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover.
First down.
And not be deterred by anything else.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
James now throwing on.
Oh, come on, I threw it.
Coming, and he's taken down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop
it. Man.
He got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a
but
clue
I threw
that
it.
maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking scheme. Maybe you go max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, giving up a sack at the worst of times.
His Pro Bowl receiver, but now it'll be third down.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered cover. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. He'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Dang. Oh, yeah, they got him too.
6'5".
Who do they got? I need to know who I'm dealing with. Yeah. We know them. They didn't show us these boys. Yeah, Akeem Hicks, Jarrell Casey, Tremaine Edwards. They pretty decent, you know, but we should not be.
32 finds his way home for the sack. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And I don't think Edelman will be able to get to this one. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude.
Get every opportunity,
and to get a little more cushion. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
There you go.
Second down attempt there, knocked down as
Show
it leaves
up.
The quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here you go, get beat. All right, so I can't trust you on either one. You gave up the 2 biggest plays of the game, dog.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball is
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Get him.
Ford in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Man.
The dump-off gets him only 1, and now you're looking at a third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Really, though? Goodness.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Now Roethlisberger on first down. On the right side open is Gesicki. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Dude, why ain't you over there?
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback.
Y'all need to start showing up.
A very good one.
Like, I shouldn't have to free y'all up.
Great leader, a guy who could make plays
for y'all to have an impact on this game, dog.
Got to the NFL and had to convert him to be
y'all need to start showing up.
That way. And that conversion, Oh, boy, it's been good.
Back now
Maximum points we allowed to give up right here
the Bengals in possession of the football
is
and
a
in
field
possession
goal.
of the lead as well.
And that's if we give up any at all.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Thank you.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. A screen to
That's
Bell.
right. Thank you.
Only a yard on the 3rd down.
Now let's go,
That
fellas.
leads to a 4th down. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
That's better than the touchback.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it.
Way to hold on to it, Sammy.
Creep in and affect their play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10 on the ground.
Goodness, what the hell are you doing, dog? Like, you just sitting there watching.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
No, I mean, well, it always helps when you know your guy doesn't do anything.
James to throw on 2nd down. Gets him that time, down he goes.
And how are we doubling Casey and he's still wrecking havoc, dog?
Sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that?
Sure haven't.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Come on, baby, go get that.
Pass hauled in downfield. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Johnson. And all the way down inside the 5
Thank you.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
We're going to run it to that right side. We ain't running toward Casey.
Now Scarborough.
Come on, that was a truck. He should have trucked the life out of him.
As they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. They'll run forward with Bo Scarborough.
Oh, come on.
Quickly in the backfield.
How rigged can you get?
Like a lawn chair. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now James operating from the gun toward the end zone, but lined up incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right. They have had no room to breathe.
Let's make these babies cry.
To throw is James.
Get in there, Julio.
And that is caught. Touchdown.
That's how you do it. Now let's hold on to this lead, boys.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
That's right.
Extra point up and through. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding
to go for it on 4th down?
And okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Goodness.
So Ben Roethlisberger and the offense down by a field goal, 2:16 to play. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Now an open man. That's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. 7 yards.
You got that because I got my dude late.
Here we go.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Let's see.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And he's able to get out to the 32 right down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
There you go.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. D Ford in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Looking for a minute, and he hits him. It's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
I got your bet.
Now it's Roethlisberger.
Go get him.
That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. That's to his running back.
You can do that if you want to.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon.
Oh, come on. Y'all keep bumping me in the way.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You can block that linebacker. Oh, that's the safety.
Again, it's Johnson.
Dude, what are you doing, dog?
Like,
you should be able to block him.
As they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 3.
That's all right.
Bring
We'll
up
take this
4th
W
down.
like it is, though. Make one man miss, but don't finish off Casey.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Jags, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Julio, you was the man this game. All right, then. That's it for this one, Chad.